Hi men, my name's Campbell. Tonight I'm going to be talking to you about unforgiveness. Unforgiveness, probably like all the studies that you've heard, is very special to me. Unforgiveness is something that has really had an effect on my life and something that I've had to walk through. But the thing that I really love about this topic is really the antidote to it. And so you have unforgiveness, but there is an antidote, and the antidote is forgiveness. It sounds a bit simple, but that's the truth. We talk about, and you will tonight, unforgiveness is a poison, and it really is. But the most important and powerful thing to remember is that forgiveness is the antidote to that poison. And here's the thing, is that unforgiveness, it only actually affects you. It doesn't affect the person that you're holding a grudge to. So unforgiveness is when you're holding a grudge. It's when you distrust. It's when you have really got bitterness, I guess, deep within your heart. That's what it can turn to. That untrust turns into a deep bitterness. And it's bitterness that actually really affects and can even affect your health. Forgiving somebody is not for them, it's for you. When you forgive, you will actually get set free of all the hurt, all the pain, everything that you've been through. Instantly will be released and you'll actually be set free. Unforgiveness only hurts you. It's a poison that hurts you, and forgiveness is the antidote. And so really we need to get to that place of being able to forgive. In my life, unforgiveness played a big part. Probably for 2 years, I actually held unforgiveness towards somebody. It was a father figure, not a relation of mine, but someone that I had opened up to, that I trusted, that had been a mentor, that my soul had connected with. And they turned around and backstabbed me, hurt me, did things, actually became vicious towards me. And so it actually really damaged me, because I was a loyal person, I was a forgiving person, I was a faithful person. Because of that incident that had happened in my life, it really damaged my heart. It broke my heart, and it caused me to be untrusting towards people. It caused limitations on my relationships. I could no longer trust people properly. I was not guarding my heart, I had actually shut my heart. I had closed my heart and I was no longer open. So it was not only hurting me now, it was hurting relationships around me. It was hurting my wife, it was hurting my kids, because I had unforgiveness that was in my heart. And really one of the biggest things that I had to get through was mental anguish. Unforgiveness that was sitting there, that was festering, actually became a mental monster. And this is something that I get all the guys, within my groups and within Man Up, and I encourage you to do, is to look at the repeat conversations in your head. Because of the situation that I had been through, I had a repeat conversation going on in my head over and over and over and over again. Daily there was this conversation in my head that was just there, that was always going on. And I didn't realize it, but it was a result of the unforgiveness that I had been through, or the trauma and the event that I had been through. And so what I encourage guys to do is, hey, actually look at your thinking. When you're in your quiet space, when you're driving, before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, what are you actually thinking about? What are the thoughts that are going on in your head? Mental anguish was something that became a real problem for me. It was over and over and over again, this conversation that was going on in my mind, and it led to all this array of emotions. And this is what led me not to be able to trust people, not to be able to really flourish in my relationships, with my marriage and with my kids. So it had a real effect on my life. And it wasn't until I was able to actually talk about that with somebody that I trusted, that I was able to release the things that had actually happened, and that I was actually able to say, I forgive that person and I forgive what happened to me, that I was released. And the biggest thing that happened is that I got peace in my heart. When you can get peace in your heart, then you're going to have peace in your life. And now our home is a great place. It's a happy place. The things that were affecting me actually also affected my kids. But what I noticed, my family, our home became a great place. Our home became a happy place. Our home became a healthy place. This is 10 years later. I've got teenagers that are doing great in life. Certainly not doing the things that a lot of other teenagers are out there doing, simply because we've got peace in our home. I've got peace in my heart. I've experienced forgiveness, and I have forgiven those who have hurt me. So that's just a little bit of how unforgiveness can affect you, and some of the things that you can actually do to be able to forgive and to get the healing that you need in your life.